Hello, Nancy here. I'm going to show you today how to cut t-shirts to make them into t-shirt yarn to crochet rugs or placemats, pot holders. I don't know. You can do lots of stuff with them. But in this case, I'm going to be making t-shirt yarn I personally make rugs with. So I'm going to use my rotary cutter, my cutter pad, my ruler. This is a t-shirt. This is a 50-50 blend t-shirt. Specifically, I'm not here to tell you which is better, which is not, but I do prefer plain cotton, but a 50-50 blend it'll work. Of course, if you have seams like this one does, it's a little more difficult, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll show you how. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the bottom. I have this t-shirt folded in half, which isn't really straight. I'm going to try and get it as straight as possible. But fold it in half. Nice and neat. I'm going to take off the bottom because that does not work well for making your yarn. We will use that for something else though. I like to use as much of the t-shirt as possible. And in this case, this t-shirt happens to have a zipper here, which of course I will take out and use for something else. Because I do make different little bags and backpacks and things like that. I'll just use it somewhere else. I'm going to cut this off right at the underneath the armpit area. This part I will use for another project, which I will show you in another video. But right now, where we're at is we've got our material is folded in half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave one seam, but I'm going to cut the other seam off. And the reason I do that, you'll see in a minute, is because you don't want that seam on there. It's going to be in the way, and it's easier to cut it off before we cut the shirt into strips than it is after. It saves you a step later. So, we have something under there. You want this as neat and as straight as possible. Now we're going to cut these in approximately 1 inch. There you see I got my board. 1 inch pieces. A little less, a little more. Not a big deal. There's one. And two. So after we go through and cut all of these individually, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew on my sewing machine them together. Now, you don't have to sew them. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can tie them. But when you tie them, you have to tie them in a solid square knot or else they will come undone. Or you can also connect them in another way, which I could show you. But I prefer to sew them because I like the neatness of the seam. So we're almost to the end here. Now this one's going to be a little bit off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to even it up. I'm not worried about this piece. Okay. So, now, now that I have those all done, I'm going to take them and sew them together. One at a time, or two at a time actually, one to the next, and connect them and create a long strip of yarn, or not yarn, it's not actually yarn because it's not, it's, some people are calling it tarn, I don't know. To me, it's fabric made into yarn. So it's, to me, it's just yarn. It's t-shirt yarn. And I'm going to use it to make a rug. So I need to make it one long piece that I will roll up into a ball. And I do this, several of these t-shirts, and then proceed to create my rug. And you can do several different colors. You can do all one color if you like. You can do them any way you like them. But when I get done, I will have a bath mat or an area rug. You can make a chair pad. You know, whatever you want to make out of it. But this is how I do it. And I'm going to start sewing these in a minute here. I have my sewing machine right here, which will be used to sew this yarn together. So that will be in the next video. And thank you for visiting. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.